Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Today I wanted to show you another good technique you can use in your classroom. This is a great way to monitor your students' performance and to make sure things get turned in on time. I think everybody knows that deadlines are kind of a difficult thing to navigate with students. You give them a deadline and a lot of times they kind of put it off until the last minute. I think that's human nature, especially for a student. So I wanted to show you how you can, we'll just call it lying to your students about when their deadlines are. So I'm going to use Trask High School here, and I'm going to go into their status and their page submissions. Now, everybody's deadlines are a little bit different. So if their deadlines are different, don't let that scare you. The reason these deadlines are what they are has 100% to do with how many pages you have in the book and when the book is going to be delivered to the school. So your deadlines may look different. You may have more of them, you may have fewer of them, and the dates may be a little bit different, but the theory will work regardless. So here we have her first deadline is November the 23rd, and she has 24 spreads due for a total of 48 pages. So if she told her students that, then more than likely things would get turned in late. So we don't want our students to know that the deadline is 11/23. That's your deadline. That's when you have to turn things in. So we want the kiddos to think it's at least a week before that, giving you some buffer time and some editing time. And beyond that, 48 pages is kind of a lot. So if we break that down into smaller chunks, then it's a little bit easier to get your students to turn things in. So I can click on the staff date option and I can choose a different deadline. So maybe I'm going to tell them that their pages are due, maybe a few pages are due towards the end of October, a few more are due the beginning of November, and you can pick any date that makes you happy, and then a few more maybe a few days before. I love this option because again, your students are not going to necessarily see the real deadline. They're going to see this mini deadline. So should you lie to your kids? I'm going to say yes. I think it's helpful. I'm going to delete these so I don't mess up this advisor. But I wanted you to know that those were there. A second thing I'm going to show you while I'm on the deadline train here is if I come back to your page ladder. So I just chose create and page ladder. Then I can, on the page ladder, assign these deadlines per page. So if I assign page 1 to be on the 11/23 deadline, and then I save. You always want to save. Trust me, I've made the mistake of not saving after typing in everything in the ladder, and you'll regret that. From personal experience, I can tell you. And then we're going to come over here, and you can actually filter out your pages. So if you want to see only that first deadline, this is going to show you every page that's currently assigned to that deadline. You can do the same thing with your students. You can assign students to pages. And then if you come over here to staff, let me hit save. If you come over here to staff, I can pull up all of Naya's pages, and here are all the pages that are currently assigned to Naya. All right, I hope that helps just a little bit. Kind of understand how you can work these deadlines so that you're not stressing yourself out. So one more time, you need to be logged in as the advisor, not as a student. You need to go to status, page submissions, and then here's where you can enter your staff deadlines, and then here's your update to submit those. All right, let me know if you have questions. Talk to you soon. Bye.